We need feminism, also maybe better known as female supremacy, to end, because what female supremacy is attempting to do is to brainwash the entire country into believing that there's no difference between male and female, and yet women are somehow superior and men have actually no advantages over women at all. And yet, when we put transgender, male to female transgender in sports competitions with females, the females, the ones who were born female, are destroyed by the transgender boys or girls, whatever you want to call them, who were born male and who still have most of their parts intact. And now they pretty much want to ignore this because it completely destroys their entire narrative, and no one's going to even acknowledge that something like this exists because it would completely derail their whole objective. Now, female supremacy, they insist on trying to turn boys into girls, and girls, well, a girl is not really under pressure to change physically into a boy, but boys are pressured to behave more like women or girls, whatever. They're pressured to become more feminine, and yet at the same time, they want to say that there's no difference between male and female already. So why would a man have to change? The reason why we have to change is because they know already that men are naturally stronger than females, and that we have things in our nature that make us uh, better, maybe not necessarily smarter leaders, but better suited to take a leadership role because of our strength and because of our I would say our natural inclination to want to protect, to want to sacrifice ourselves to shield the people who we love. Now they want to destroy that about a man, and they want to destroy a woman's natural tendency or natural inclination to seek to be sheltered, to seek to be protected. That's what she looks for. She looks for a man who can protect her. But they would rather have you um believe that, or they would rather have the woman believe that she doesn't need a man to protect her when that's against her nature. So let the boys be boys. Stop trying to turn them into females. It's not going to work. And get the girls out of the Boy Scouts and let the Boy Scouts be Boy Scouts again. They don't let the boys in the Girl Scouts, so why do they let the girls in the Boy Scouts? Because it's hypocrisy. It's all about female supremacy. That's all it's about. And if we don't get a grip on this thing and stop it, eventually they will get what they want, and that is a society, a matriarchal society, a world that, a country that is run by women, with men doing all the crap jobs and all the heavy lifting, men being the worker class, while the doing the blue collar jobs, while the women occupy the higher paying jobs that you actually need education for, which is another reason why they try to keep men out of science and math and things like that now. When given the choice, females don't naturally go for fields like that. And it's been, I mean, now the disparity in college, as I've heard, is women far outnumber men in college, and still men are more inclined to head into those fields, the STEM field: science, technology, engineering, mathematics. Those are still fields that men like to go into, and it's been my pet peeve. Like I've mentioned when I spoke briefly about the new Wasp character that Marvel Comics has created, they created this young teenage girl simply to make her a feminist propaganda piece. She is toting this line that females have been suppressed and kept out of STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, and that they can be just as good at it as a man can if only they're given the chance. But they do have the chance. If women simply don't choose to go into those fields, their brains work differently than men's brains do, and so they push this feminist propaganda to the point of pushing out other female characters who are less intelligent but better suited for a book. And they'll push that character out of a book and put the feminist propaganda character into a book. And it's making, when you have something like comic books, which were mainly a masculine or male hobby, and you want to push that kind of stuff into comics, what are you doing to the men? You're either forcing them out or forcing them to embrace it. You're feminizing the men, and you're pushing the men who don't want to be feminized out. And so and then you got these guys on the internet out here virtue signaling and complaining about how toxic other men are. Like I was watching this video the other day from this guy who claimed to be a Star Wars fan, talking about how much easier it is to talk to female Star Wars fans than it is to talk to male Star Wars fans because we're so toxic. I'm like, dude, grow a pair of nuts, man. Come on, grow some balls. Sitting up here whining about men being toxic, how much easier it is to talk to women. You are definitely just begging for a piece of ass. That's all it is. You send your signal out there. Just you want to get friend zoned real hard. That's what's gonna happen. You're never gonna get it, man. You're gonna get friend zoned real hard, and you're gonna be banished there, like freaking Zod to the Phantom Zone. You're gonna be stuck there for the rest of your life in the friend zone, whacking your meat. So anyway, enough of that. Just we need to restore some sanity. Let the boys be boys. Accept it. Men and women are different. We're equal, but not the same. God values all our lives the same. If you don't believe in God, well, shoot, I don't know, find some other source of value in men and women. But that's just how I look at it. That's my morality. Men and women are created equal, and we are all equal, but not the same. So let the boys be boys and let the girls be girls, and don't try to force something against nature.